Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another horror movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003. Texas Chainsaw Massacre stars Jessica Biel, Jonathan Tucker, Erica Leerhsen, Mike Vogel, Eric Balfour, Andrew Bryniarski, Ermy, Terrence Evans, and John Larroquette. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was directed by Marcus Nispel. This one was written by Scott Kozar, and his script for this is really good. And this is the way you do a remake and do it properly. You do it in a way that is respectful to the original film, but you do not try to do a carbon copy and do exactly the same thing with the film. The characters are not the same characters. They don't have Sally Hardesty in here. Jessica Biel's character of Erin is totally different than Sally Hardesty. And her friends are totally the opposite. There's no Franklin in here. And the family members for Leatherface, who in this is called Thomas Hewitt, are totally different than what they were in the original film. There is no hitchhiker. There is no cook. This one, it still throws you that curveball because, at the end of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you had that twist that the cook that they met earlier in the film was part of the family. Well, this one does the same thing with Harley Ermy's Sheriff Hoyt character. And my God, is he good in this. I've always loved Arlie Ermy, but in this film, he just steps it up there really good in this role as this character. And the portrayals of Jonathan Tucker as Morgan and Erica Leerhsen as Pepper and Mike Vogel as Andy are really good in the way that they react and respond to the things that are going on around them. When I first saw this film, I was highly disappointed about two moments in this film. I've lightened up on these moments now, but just to let you know what they were, I was kind of disappointed when they had Eric Balfour's character of Kemper get killed right off the bat. I thought he was a very interesting and cool character, and it really did suck. That's the only thing they didn't really change. Sally Hardesty's boyfriend in the original film was killed first. And Erin's boyfriend in this is the first to be killed. So I wish they wouldn't have went in that route and would have done something different there, because I really liked Eric Balfour's performance as Kemper before this happened, before the big death scene for his character. And even though, Jonathan Tucker as Morgan does a great job in this. He's the nerdy type character that you're not really expected to be this badass, and he is really treated bad in this one, seen by Arlie Ermy's Sheriff Hoyt, and it is just it's so well played that Jonathan Tucker does such a good job in this sequence that you really feel for the guy, and you really just want Sheriff Hoyt to get his, which eventually he does near the end of the film. Another great thing about this film that, for the previous few films. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, and that shit, god-awful Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Next Generation, or whatever the fuck they want to call that piece of shit. They didn't bring back, in either one of those films, they didn't bring back John Larroquette as the narrator. And even though this is a completely different story than the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they brought John Larroquette in to do the opening narration on this thing. And it's just so fucking cool hearing his awesome delivery on that intro.
For 30 years, the files collected dust in the Cold Cases Division of the Travis County Police Department. Over 1,300 pieces of evidence were collected from the crime scene at the Hewitt residence.
Marcus Nispel does an amazing job on this one. He makes Leatherface totally scary as a character. My second thing that I had issues with this one when I first saw it was them showing the scenes with Leatherface with his mask off, and how CGI it was to try and make him look all fucked up in the face and everything. They didn't have to do that. And I still think that is a mistake to this day. I haven't softened on that. Yeah, the killing of Kemper and that were, I think they were issues. But overall, the film itself was great. Jessica Biel is a great final girl in this film. And it lived up to every expectation you could ever want for a successful remake. So I am going to give the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003, I am going to give this film a 8.8 out of 10. It is not the perfect film the way that the original film is, but I do think it is better than Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and it's right up there with Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 as a good sequel. So, what do you guys think? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And if you've enjoyed this review, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon to be notified about future videos. And while you're by that subscribe button, click the join button to become a Dark Knight fan. So that is the end of another horror movie night. Hope you will join us tomorrow for another Dark Knight Films night. Until then, thanks for watching.